Ansel, thanks for your super chat, mate.
Thank you.
If we really want to challenge, we have to be looking at players that City, PSG, Bayern and Real Madrid would seriously target too. Anything less ain't enough.
Well,
do you agree with Ansel there? Or can Manchester United go out there in the market and find some hidden gems like we've done with Dorgu, in my opinion, and Lamens as well?
Well, it seems to me every time we have a player, what we all rate or United rate or anything, and it's linked to Manchester United, suddenly PSG's names come up, Real Madrid's name come up, Real Madrid and PSG, their name were flying through. All these reporters out there in the know, all these people in the know were trying to link Fernandes with PSG and Real Madrid, bumping up the price, and Spurs have fell for it. Spurs have completely fell for it. PSG were never in for him. Real Madrid were never in for him. So for me, the war of words, I am getting not confused, I'm getting concerned. I am getting concerned because we are looking vulnerable.
I'd tell you one thing, though, that Mateus Fernandes' agent, that Mendes, he has played a blinder for Fernandes in terms of getting the wages. I'm sure he's took a chunk of whatever fee as well. And I always said about Fernandes, I'm not too sure whether he's got his own mind, the lad, and he's more agent-led on his career, but he should have looked at this, in my opinion, and thought, well, the actual advice that you've been giving me over the last couple of clubs hasn't worked out right, relegated both times. You know, maybe I'll make my own decision. But we'll never know that if he really genuinely wanted to come to United.
Look, we'll never know the truth.
Yeah.
What they've done and what a lot of other reporters have done, they've come out and they're all smiles for Tottenham Hotspur, and they're ignoring the fact of the wages, what he's getting. United were clearly not going to give him that. So it's all PR, but it all boils down to what's happening in United's transfer market. And it is something what should worry us all, because we've been led to believe player, player, player. And this list goes down. It seems from Ornstein that they need convincing. Players need convincing. They're desperate. We need players what are desperate. I don't like the sound of Ornstein saying, Man United, back to the drawing board. It's like all their eggs have been in one basket and it's back to the drawing board. That sounds desperation to me. I don't believe it's desperation, but only time will tell on what goes on here.
Yeah, I do get what you mean. I've got the comments up on screen from Ornstein, who's got a selfie there at the bottom, can you believe? But, you know, going back to the drawing board, licking their wounds, like you say there, that does sound like Manchester United have had all their eggs in one basket, whereas Tottenham, they've been able to do two massive deals side by side and get done in a short space of time. I mean, that's what we do want from Manchester United, surely.
This is the thing.
You know, whether they cost 80 million, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million, you want to start seeing players now going for, and the deals being done quickly, because we're in July now, and we've always mentioned we need at least 2 or 3 players in by that mid-July when pre-season's starting to kick in.
We need players in by the pre-season. Carrick needs them, and there's no two ways about it. Yeah. But it looks weak. When I mentioned weak before and vulnerable, it's like, well, this is down to Ornstein coming out with sound bites and that. And when he's turning around and talking about back to the drawing board and all that, it's sort of like, hang on, this is a bloke what's supposed to be in the know. In the know. Is he sort of like replicating like a conversation what's gone on? Like, oh, United scratching their heads, they don't know what to do, they're going back to the drawing board. And that's the sign of like, is it getting vulnerable here now? Do they really know what they're doing? Are they going to change tactics? And like we go back to Michael Carrick, has Michael Carrick been involved in talking to any players? That's what you would expect, and we're not hearing that.
I'm going to get some news up on Alex Scott for you on screen so you can have a bit of a read, and that's coming from Chris Wheeler, and it's a player we have discussed, and during the actual season, last season, that we'd like to see Alex Scott in a Manchester United shirt. And this isn't something that I'm just going to come out with now. Regular viewers would have heard us say this, that we think Fernandes was a good player, nothing more, nothing less. But Alex Scott, that's a player I want to see in a Manchester United shirt. So if United go for him, I'm more than happy on a personal level them doing that.